It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. Last outing for Chicago, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Heat in Miami. They won the first matchup of this season series. We'll see if they can get another tonight. Guys, Devin Booker, even in his rookie season, you saw something special with the way he can score the ball, and he just keeps on getting better. Can he be the top scoring two-guard at some point in his career?
Top scoring, yes, but his goal should be the top overall two-guard, two-way player. I think he has the ability to score, and we've seen that early in his career. Now his anticipation on the defensive end and his aggressiveness on the defensive end, if that increases, he has a chance to be the best two-guard in 5 years.
And I agree with you, Kenny, and he's already a problem to defend without doubling. This kid can flat out play.
And with that, just about time for tip. We'll see you later.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
It won't be easy, but you know they are going to give their best effort to make sure that takes place.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, when Devin Booker's father finished his playing career in Europe, Devin, who was then 15, moved from Michigan to Mississippi to train with him. Devin said it was a culture shock, but it was the best decision I ever made. I was a student of the game, but I never understood the grind. He instilled that, and it stuck with me. Kevin?
And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. And here in the early part of the season, Steve, when you played, did you have a favorite part of the regular season?
I did. I think right around All-Star break and afterwards, because now you know you have a chance or you're in the hunt. You got to start to pick this up to put you in a place for the postseason. But if you're not in the postseason, February starts to feel like a drag.
I bet. But when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, at least now you got something to aim for, right?
Yes.
Boys, nice and hard.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker the 2 and Jackson the 3, the up-and-coming wing pair. T.J. Warren out there with Monroe. And it's Ulis in at the point. Suns on defense, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Booker. Now the Bulls with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, their focus wasn't there in that one. Same with the shot selection.
I've seen worse shooting nights, but this was pretty bad, and it obviously cost them the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Ulis kicks to Booker. Jackson a screen on Levine. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Grant dishes to Holiday. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Jackson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Grant kicks to Lopez. The pass to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Mirotic. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Nikola Mirotic is finishing with strength, showing the defense he isn't afraid to take them head on.
Screen by Monroe. Now, here's Ulis. Tight defense on him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaron Grant. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ulis kicks to Booker. Screen by Monroe. Shot clock at 6. No good from Booker.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Levine can't hit.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Screen by Monroe. On the wing, Booker. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. Josh Jackson, 4th.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Now, here's Grant. 8 points his last outing. Levine wide open. No good on the 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Ulis has it in the corner. To the paint, here's Monroe. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. 3 on 3. Here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And you see the pass. Levine improving as a playmaker, learning how to succeed at this level. Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Grant the pass to Lopez. Screen by Grant. Right side Holiday. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Ulis. Monroe outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monroe's got 8.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Back to Mirotic. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Ulis kicks to Monroe. Now, here's Ulis. He's covered by Grant. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And how about the numbers here for Mirotic? He's right around 13 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now, here's Grant. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Levine. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injuries. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
First one falls for him.
I mean, thinking back to where LaVine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
And so LaVine nails both of them. And one of the pieces of the Jimmy Butler trade this offseason, Zach LaVine finds himself as a prime building block for a rebuilding team. The Bulls see him as a star of the future.
And rightfully so, even given the fact that he's recovering from the ACL surgery. LaVine is young and can grow his game with the team. Hard to get fair value for a player of Butler's ability, but LaVine is a great place to start.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Grant dishes to LaVine. Pass to Lopez. He feeds it to Mirotic. Down low. Ulis with a steal. And now the Suns a fast break. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Ulis has got his first basket of the night.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
The minute you back down, everyone can sense it. Then you're in trouble.
Here's Grant. The dish to Mirotic. Here's LaVine. Lays it up off the glass. LaVine's got his third bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Warren. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Warren last season had his year interrupted by injury, cooled off after the fast start. But, Greg, he will always play with that activity.
Yeah, and he's so good at switching directions on a defender. Seemingly simple moves help him create great space both with and without the ball.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Now Warren following the miss by Dunn from deep over Valentine. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Feeds it to Markkanen. Pulls up. And there's Dunn on the assist by Markkanen. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
And Dunn is just a gamer. Someone you can trust to be consistent from that range.
Here's Warren. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. He doesn't hit that one.
Woo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Here's Nwaba. He's guarded by Dudley. Nwaba passes to Valentine. Over Warren. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now a 3-point Chicago lead. Knight on the wing. Teardrop shot. Knight. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Nwaba. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Valentine kicks to Nwaba. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And even at this level of basketball, players are still developing their ability to handle and finish with their offhand. What was that process, Steve, like for you?
I think when you start to look at basketball, if you're a right-handed player, coaches always would talk defensively, push him left. And most of the times you're going to get pushed to your offhand. And if you're starting to make the team pay with your offhand, then they'll play you more honest. And then you have advantage because you can go right or left. But when teams and defenders understand you can't go to your offhand, that's the way you're going. So the more you can work on that left hand, if you're right-handed, that makes the defense more honest.
Was that a career-long thing for you? Did it take you the length, or was it something that you established early in your career and just kind of carried through your many years in the league?
It was pretty good because I worked on it, Kevin, but I would think I was probably still about 70-30, maybe 60-40. The guys that are 50-50, when you, no matter where you push them and they can make plays, a guy that I look at, Mike Conley, his floaters left and right, there's no difference. It's hard to guard guys like that.
The Suns trailing. Knight kicks to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes it to Nwaba. To the paint. Chandler with the steal. And here's Dudley for three. It's rebounded by Portis. And the Bulls with possession. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Chandler with a screen for Knight. Inside. Chandler, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Dunn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He dishes it to Markkanen. Can't get it to fall. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting five the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you could see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, last season, there seemed to be a disjoint between the Bulls players and the coaching staff in the front office. Made for a lot of off-the-court distraction, it seemed like, Smitty, and took the wind out of their sails.
You're right. There were a lot of rumors and accusations going around as to why there was a rift. I can tell you this, when things are that sour, it is hard to focus on basketball. Hopefully the Bulls can put that behind them. His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
And that one misses.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Dudley. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Dudley's got his first 2 points.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Dunn dishes to Valentine. He kicks it to Dunn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Knight. And Smitty, you and Hoiberg played against one another during your careers and even guarded each other, I think, from time to time. What was it like going up against a player like him?
You know, Kevin, he must have been real young because I'm so old. I don't even remember that. But I do know and remember Fred Hoiberg and watching him coach. He's a fast decision maker. Also would find space as a player. And you see some of his strengths as a player and how he designs his offense right now.
He misses the free throw.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
So he can't get either to fall.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Suns.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended 3-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw, Chandler.
And it's fair to say, Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
Both good from the line that time. And with Chandler, Greg, he still rebounds at a fantastic rate, even though he's the team veteran. As long as he gets minutes, he'll get you some boards.
And part of that is because he's always been one of the smarter rebounders in our league. Just aware of how to set up and track the basketball after the shot goes up. And he makes great use of his length and strength.
The offensive rebound, Valentine. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Valentine's got 7 points in the game. Outside Knight. The feed to Chandler. Lets it go from 14. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Here's Nwaba. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Now here's Knight. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Knight slams it in.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, you know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, you know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
On the court for the Suns, Bender out there with Chandler. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then there's Brandon Knight. And it's Chris in at the 3, the small forward. Valentine kicks to Dunn. They set the screen. Now the pass to Nwaba. Shot clock at 5. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Knight kicks to Bender. There's a screen by Chris. Bender with a wide open look. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Scooped up. Portis, the pass to Dunn. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Suns leading. Knight, that's a two-pointer. Nwaba with the rebound. Valentine dishes to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. And stolen by Chris. It's Knight with the drive. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nwaba kicks to Valentine. Pass to Portis. 5 on the clock. To the middle. It's tipped. Chandler with the steal. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. Levine's checked in for David Nwaba. And the Suns making a change here as well. Booker's checked in. Phoenix leading by 4. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's a screen by Chris. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Levine's got 10 points. The Suns shooting well. They're at 45%. Chandler a screen. Off the pick. Fires the 3. Bender, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Valentine passes to Dunn. Here's Portis. He's guarded by Knight. Portis kicks to Markkanen. Dunn sets a screen for Markkanen. Valentine wide open. He fires, and he's good on the 3 ball. 10 points for him.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Outside Knight. Kicks it to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Dishes it to Valentine. And it's Chicago scoring again.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine. Finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Knight kicks to Booker. Chandler a screen. Shot off the screen. Jump shot is good that time. Bender's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Portis kicks to Dunn. Markkanen with it. Chandler on him. Off the screen. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
And how about that stroke from mid-range by Markkanen? The 7-footer with a deadly jumper. That's like a defense's worst nightmare.
Now, here is Knight. Tight defense on him. And the shot goes in. Knight's got 8 points.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Smitty, you watch the game closely, of course. When you look beyond the household names that we all know, who are some of the more underrated players in the league right now?
I think Jay Crowder, Kemba Walker. I think Gordon Hayward, Rodney Hood, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Those are some of the names that jump out on the screen for me because they play the right way, they make winning plays, and I think more and more people are starting to notice them.
I like those names. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Robin Lopez is checked in for Markkanen. Mirotic comes in for Bobby Portis. Justin Holiday's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Jaren Grant in for Chris Dunn. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Yeah, and the fast hands of Jackson, just a menace on defense. Has the potential to be a dangerous defender.
Lopez, a screen on Jackson. Levine kicks to Holiday. For the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns leading by 4. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Mirotic's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Booker dishes to Ulis. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And one of the things that stands out about Josh Jackson out of Kansas, his playmaking ability at that forward position. For a guy 6'8", you can put the ball in his hands and let him create offense for you, much like a Draymond Green.
He hits the second from the line. And Josh Jackson, Greg, out of Kansas, able to step into that point forward role well.
And in today's game, you can't have too many playmakers on the court at one time. Josh Jackson is Draymond Green 2.0. You know, a little bit better athlete, can be a difference maker defensively, but also has that high IQ on the offensive side to make everybody better.
Back to Ulis. Screen by Monroe. Pulls up. High post. That's short off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Grant outside. And Jackson with the block.
And Jackson is an impressive defender, using his huge wingspan to turn away shots.
Here's Warren. Misses the wing J. Bulls trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ulis passes to Booker. He feeds it to Warren. Back to Booker. Monroe with a screen on Holiday. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Suns leading by 3. Monroe sets a screen for Ulis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Ulis has got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mirotic sets the screen for Levine. Lopez kicks to Grant. No good on the triple. Suns have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
And Lopez throws it down.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Booker kicks to Monroe. Pass to Ulis. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Ulis has got 6 points.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. Lopez outside. Back to Mirotic. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the paint. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
The Suns have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. David Nwaba is checked in for Chicago. And the Suns making a change here as well. Jared Dudley's checked in for Booker.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. Well, you hear from so many players about what they did with that first check after they were drafted and found themselves, Smitty, with a ton of money. So what was your first big purchase when you were drafted into professional basketball?
I bought my mom and dad a Ford Expedition.
How about that?
A Ford Explorer. It was a Ford Explorer. That was the big purchase, and it was green. I don't think my dad liked that, but because of Michigan State,
Spartan green, right? Spartan Michigan State green.
And so much you done for me, Kevin. That purchase for me made me smile so much. And my dad, if you knew him, Kevin, he said he didn't want it, but I made him take it.
Great score. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Phoenix leading by 5. There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Ulis kicks to Jackson. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by the Bulls. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Lopez a screen. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Outside Holiday. The 3-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
And here is Ulis. 6 points for him. The dish to Dudley. Warren kicks to Ulis. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Grant. Misses off the left iron.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Feeds to Mirotic. Grant right side. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle too.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Ulis. A second chance effort. And another shot. Rebound by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Grant. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They get it back. Dudley, count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Mirotic, the screen. Grant the pass to Nwaba. The kick out to Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bulls lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny, the Jet, Smith, and Shaq, the Eel, O'Neal. Denzel Valentine has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
Shaq, what did you think about Phoenix?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And you know, Denzel Valentine has been really making it happen, guys.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Chicago leading.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Mirotic at the power.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Bulls, they lead by 4. Ulis kicks to Booker. Over Holiday. No good there. And the Bulls going the other way now. Inside, Lopez dishes to Levine, and Jackson with the block. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Ulis. Second shot opportunity, and the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And he's really great at keeping after misses, using those long arms and quick instincts to snag rebounds.
And Mirotic kicks to Grant. Passes it to Levine. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
He's 6'5", but he has elite athleticism. Levine with the size to compete on the interior.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And you think back to just a few years ago when the Bulls were winning the East. That team, core of Rose, Noah, and Dang, had some tough luck not to make it to the finals with that group.
And so Levine nails both of them. And with those Rose-led Bulls teams from a few seasons back, it all went south so fast, but those teams were very tough to beat.
It just shows you how much can change in the NBA in a short span. Bulls are working hard to try to get back to that level. It hasn't been an easy road.
A moment here to see the stats for Greg Monroe. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up 13 points a game, 19 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way. You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
With 3, Booker, they get it again. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. Ulis with it. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. That one off the back iron and out.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
They set the pick. And Levine, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Steve, when Mirotic came over to the NBA, he had an immediate impact and showed a lot of promise to grow. Unfortunately, he has been stagnant since his strong rookie season. Any idea why?
Mirotic is just a bit of what you see, what you get kind of player. Not terribly consistent game to game or shot to shot. Can stretch the floor, but doesn't give you much else.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Suns trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson missing again. For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Shoots from 8. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Phoenix. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Ulis kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Over Levine. No good from Booker.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Bulls have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That free throw missing. The Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Suns. Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Now Grant. 5 points in the game. Here's Holiday. On the wing, Levine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a 3-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
I love how hard he's playing, really, since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Chris can't hit.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
Grant the pass to Holiday. Here's Portis. He dishes it to Grant. 5 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Levine for 3. Lopez passes to Grant. Bulls moving the ball around. Holiday dishes to Levine. Another shot, and it's blocked.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Offensive rebound. Here's Chandler, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, is Chandler a difference maker defensively? The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Bulls leading by 6. Grant outside. They set the pick. Levine kicks to Lopez. Over Chandler. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Inside, layup off the pick. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ulis. Ulis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Grant the pass to Portis. He kicks it to Lopez. And Holiday has it in the corner. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. And the wide open shot from Warren. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Warren's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The defense has to be better. When he gets those looks, he usually knocks them down with ease, like he did there.
Portis kicks to Lopez. Over Chandler. Lopez, no luck. Suns trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Ulis. Banked in off the glass. Ulis has got 8.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Chicago calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Denzel Valentine comes in for Zach LaVine. David Nwaba is checked in for Justin Holiday. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Grant. And then for Phoenix, Bender, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Ulis. Nwaba passes to Dunn to the wing right side. They get it again.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
No good from Booker.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Again, the miss by Booker. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Valentine offline with his 3. The Suns trailing. Outside Knight. Chandler a screen. Booker with no one around. And the Suns miss again.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Nwaba kicks to Valentine. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Booker. The putback, it's good on the putback. Chandler's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a 6th sense of where that rebound is going. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Bulls shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. In the corner, Valentine with it. Markkanen in the corner. Stolen by Bender. Fast break, here come the Suns. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Valentine dishes to Dunn. Hands it from downtown. Dunn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Chandler a screen. Here's Knight. They set the pick. Sweet little floater. Knight's got 12 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Valentine. Covered by Chris. Here's Portis. And Chandler sends it back.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And more, it's looking like Devin Booker, the 13th pick in the 2015 draft, is going to be one of the biggest steals of that draft class.
And he's one that all GMs are looking at, and they wish they could have a redo. I mean, Booker was very young when he entered the draft, and some teams maybe shied away from that. But clearly he's shown that he could be one of the best players in that class.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. Dudley's checked in. Both free throws good from Booker. Bulls trail by 3. Over to the wing. Here's Mwaba. He gets that one.
High percentage play. Working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Knight with the drive. The putback. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot comes out. Good D by Booker. The Suns shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
And Bender is a tall guy who can definitely slam it down when given the opportunity. Like to see him finish that strong.
Dunn. That one goes. Count it. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter. It's a close game here in Chicago. And Booker kicks to Knight. There's the feed to Bender. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Floats one up. It's deflected.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
They set the pick. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Right side, Knight. Back to Booker. Chandler a screen. The drive by Booker. Second shot opportunity. And Chandler with a nice bucket inside. Chandler's got 9.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's Dunn. He's guarded by Knight. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. The pass to Nwaba. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Mirotic is checked in for Portis. And for the Suns, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Chandler. And it's Jackson in for Booker. Suns leading by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Knight. 14 points for him. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Monroe.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
There's a screen. Knight for 3. It's off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Make them feel us now, all right? We got to guard them, all right? Contest everything
and rebound. All 5 of you guys get in there and rebound that thing, all right?
Words of Fred Hoiberg moments ago asking for a full commitment to defense and rebounding. We'll see if he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves offense. It's that shiny sports car, you know, but you have to do those other things to perform well consistently.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, they've got Jackson. Craig Monroe is out there with Bender. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Knight in at the point.
Marketing, absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
Jaron Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And marketing is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Now here's Bender. He's tightly guarded. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Mirotic. Launches a three. Rebound by the Suns. Dudley's got his fourth rebound in this one. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Hits the three-point bomb. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Levine kicks to Valentine. There's a good screen. Yes, and the foul. That one on Monroe.
Great body control from Mirotic, absorbing the hit and nailing the shot.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch four and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday comes in for Valentine. Warren's checked in for the Suns. Tyler Ulis comes in for Brandon Knight. And that one misses. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
Ulis kicks to Dudley. And that comes off the assist by Ulis. Ulis has got his fourth assist in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Grant the pass to Holiday. Kicks it to Lopez. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The tray. Rebound by the Suns. Dudley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson has the open look. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Jackson isn't bashful about pulling up from the mid-range. He just has a nice-looking stroke from that spot on the floor.
Grant outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Screen by Monroe. Here's the teardrop.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display. Holiday
against Dudley. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Dudley with a screen for Ulis. Outside Jackson. And Dudley kicks to Monroe. And Lopez with the block. Levine up top, guarded by Jackson. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Especially for a big man, the spot of attempt is much easier. Mirotic with plenty of time to set his feet and knock it down.
Dudley with a screen on Holiday. And here is Ulis, screened by Monroe. Holiday with the block. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. 5-on-3 break. Dudley with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Dudley kicks to Warren. Now, here's Ulis, guarded by Levine. Shot clock at 3. Ulis can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball, and it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go. Whoa!
Beautiful, beautiful. And that one started by the quick hands of Levine, then the good look up court.
Suns trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Warren against Mirotic. Warren dishes to Monroe. That one goes in.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Grant outside. And Lopez has it in the corner. Jackson against Mirotic. Dishes it to Levine. To the middle. Stolen by Monroe. And Dudley kicks to Jackson. He feeds it to Ulis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Levine. Count it. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Ulis passes to Warren. The dish to Jackson. Monroe sets a screen for Warren. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ulis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
It's hauled in by Warren.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Some changes for Phoenix. Chris comes in for Ulis, and it's Booker in for Jared Dudley. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thanks. Earl Watson talking to his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Free throw good from Warren.
And one of the problems
in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Both free throws good from Warren. The Bulls have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Grant kicks to Mirotic. And Levine, here we go. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
One shot.
Free throw good, Levine. Here's Jackson. It's a 4-point ball game. Pass to Booker. Monroe with a screen on Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. Bullseye. And that's 15 points for Devin Booker. Here's Grant. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Tyler Ulis is doing. David?
Hey guys, I got an update from the Suns' head athletic trainer. They checked out his foot and it appears he may have sprained his toe on that play. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
Chicago leading. Grant with the ball. Now Mirotic. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Mirotic the screen. Lopez dishes to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Lopez. Shoots over Monroe. No good off the front iron.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Warren against Mirotic. And the shot by Warren, no good. Holiday left side. Lets it go. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Bulls lead by 4. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. There's a screen by Chris. Jackson kicks to Chris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Grant kicks to Levine. That's tipped. Here's Jackson, and it's all evened up.
I tell you what, he's showing some kahunas there. That was a huge possession, and the young fella delivering time and time again.
Mirotic the screen. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. Feeds it to Levine. Back to Grant. Stolen by Warren. And now here's Chris. Defense right on him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Out to the wing. The kick out to Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. Hangs in the air, and he sinks the layup. Lopez has got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Not who you picked to come up with a huge shot, but nevertheless, Robin Lopez just delivered a huge shot for his team.
Jackson kicks to Booker. Warren controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
They double him with Booker.
You two players.
So it's Chicago now. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Reed is checked in for Chris. Here's Reed. Screen by Monroe. Reed kicks to Booker. Monroe left side. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
They set the screen. Lopez a screen. Here's Mirotic. The shot will not fall. The Suns go the other way with it. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Brandon Knight is checked in for the Suns. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away.
Mirotic's shot is off, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
I mean, tough position, but really they can't blame anybody but themselves.
They've certainly missed on some opportunities, but stranger things have happened. They need a quick shot and an immediate foul right here.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive.
Look at that jam!
Nice!
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree. Woo-wee. If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Holiday, money, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Here's Mirotic. Lopez passes to Holiday. No good with the elbow jumper. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.